Hello everybody and welcome back to the bonus episode of Let's Play Big Rigs. We gotta select the right Raikage. We have to. And we're gonna go to the Devil's Passage where it all began in Luna's night. And there's gonna be something special this episode. There's one thing that we need to do. So as we know from the story, the Ghost Truck here has warp drive. He has the power of warp speed, and when he goes into reverse, he just goes completely crazy and just like boom. But the big question is, to what degree can he go into warp drive? Because Draga said you actually go 1,000,000 miles per hour when she appeared to him, but he never actually went 1,000,000 miles an hour. He only went to like warp factor 10. So maybe we didn't go hard enough. So in this episode, no, unlike the Angry Video Game Nerd, which did a great episode, did a fantastic job with this game, but unlike the Angry Video Game Nerd, we're not going to talk like a load of bullshit and have some special effects. We are literally just going to press the reverse button. I'm going to take my headset off because it's a really loud noise. So, I don't know how far this goes. I've never tried this. We're doing it live. I'm going to press the reverse button and we'll truly see what the maximum speed is. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm just going to be holding it down, and we'll see what the first Hokage / Ghost Truck / Northern Lion can actually do here. So we're backing up, and we are beginning. I'm just going to line it up here. We're getting a little bit further, and the sound is going up, and now I'm just going to hold it down. I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see how far it can truly go while I eat lunch. Because yes, I am eating lunch, slightly unprofessional. But for all I know, we could be here for 15 minutes. So we'll see. I know though, from like the warp drive thing, we can definitely go over 3,000 miles an hour. But beyond that, I don't know. It seems that it's just going around in a circle as well, which is quite interesting. Because I thought it would back up in a purely straight line. Well, I guess it is backing up in a purely straight line, but when you get like so far out of the level, it's just going to like hit the wall and then make you do a 180. So you go from one end of the level to the other, so you keep going back and forth. As you can see, we're passing across all of the land. We hit the void there, and now we're going backwards across the land again. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, oh, he's spinning round. Wow. We've clocked over the 3,000, which is where I went up to before. We're making the land disappear a lot faster. I'm seeing the void a whole lot more. Spinning around constantly. I think I'm going to have a potato next. I've got a cooked dinner, or cooked lunch I should say, in front of me. And potatoes are always nice and soft. They're the nicest part. I don't know. Maybe the peas. I kind of like peas. They've got that sweet taste to them. But this is not the time to analyse dinner. We have left the level. I just noticed that 10,000, well, it was about 8,000, 10,000, we've left the level. We are now spinning around like the TARDIS, because the TARDIS spins around, but we're spinning around like a bajillion miles an hour. The reverse lights have disappeared. All we can see is the white front lights of the truck. We're now going up and down a little bit. So there's something going on. 19,000, 20,000. We've left the game. I see like the ghost truck flickering up and down every so often. The speedometer's crazy. Let's have a piece of turkey. Oh no, he's back at 30,000. He's back at 30,000. Imagine if, like, my journey to the end of the world in Minecraft, imagine if it was just that easy to get to the end of the world. Just like, yep, 38, 39,000, 40,000. Perfect. Wow. So, I don't actually think it gets any faster. I mean, obviously the speedometer is going crazy, and like the noise it's making is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to like take off my headphones just even more because that is really loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down in post. Like literally, I've not got my headset on. I'm close to the mic so that you can hear me, but I've not got my headset on and I can hear it really clearly. So imagine if I had, we clocked over the 100,000 by the way, so imagine if I had my headset on, that'd be murder. It'd probably be murder for you to listen to. That's why I'm going to turn this down in post. But yeah, that's the thing. Turkey won't go onto this board. There we go. I just noticed that we passed through a few checkpoints during our reversal stint, if you look at the Ultra Nav, which is great stuff. We just clocked 200,000 as well. Oh! He's gone again! I just also realised that those green numbers are actually our coordinates. And we seem to be like flickering between 4, 5 and 600,000. Speaking of which, we're just at 500,000. 500,000. And now I can see the actual background really starting to jitter really badly. So I imagine the game's going to crash soon. I don't know when, but we're going to go for it. I might actually just mute the mic at this point and just put some music on while we watch it tick up, just like the Benny Hill music, like. We clocked over 1 million. Literally 1 million miles per hour. When I said in the story, when I was like, Draker said you can go 1 million miles an hour, she wasn't kidding. You really can. My gosh, this is crazy. So eventually, 2 million miles an hour. Eventually, the game's gonna crash. We know that it can't go on forever. There's got to be a definitive endpoint, but I'm happy to go on to find it. And I think at this point I will probably just mute my mic and then just be like, okay, here's some music, and eventually the game will crash and we can do like some post commentary and Rogue Legacy of the game crashing. Because that's seems what it's gonna happen, and I don't particularly want to start it up again after it crashes because, yeah. 5 million, by the way. I just noticed we've got 5 million. I really need a drink as well, because I literally recorded all of the big rigs in... Whoa! The tyre is getting huge. Oh dear. We're about to go to 10 million though, so we're inside the truck. The truck is getting bigger, and now we've disappeared. We have become the truck, not quite. We are almost one with Ghost Truck. Takes a drink at 13 million. So yeah, we'll give a final analysis while this is going on as well before we put some music on. So all in all, I'd have to say that this Let's Play was probably the best Let's Play I've ever done. The game is absolutely perfect. Not quite perfect. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because the jittering from his post-traumatic stress, yeah, it shows that he has post-traumatic stress, but it wasn't really needed and does take away from the gameplay experience a little bit. But besides that, this is a compelling and beautifully crafted tale of a great shinobi warrior that died, and we see all of his hardships and the trials of his life when he has to basically be a truck for 1,000, 10,000 years. You know, he had to be a truck for like 100 years, then he died, came back 1,000 years later, and he lived as a truck for like 10,000 years because he didn't know how to solve this problem. So we have now become Ghost Truck, it seems. Ghost Truck has disappeared, and we have phased into him. We're now getting like 3 frames a second on the background. We're clocked over 100 million, which is brilliant. So yeah, 9 out of 10, best game. A beautifully and well-told story, perfectly crafted to show all the trials and hardships of Ghost Truck. We're at a black screen, the speedometer stopped working, the actual like red ticker has stopped working. We're going to go, the numbers are still going up though. Oh! So, yep. That's the thing. More turkey for me. I kind of like turkey. I'm quite partial to the turkey. I'm not sure. What's your thoughts? Chicken or turkey? Because we're at 300 million. This might be a while. It's like, excuse me. It's like chicken has a really nice taste. That's why they have like chicken nuggets and stuff at McDonald's, because you know turkey nuggets doesn't seem right. Everybody would prefer the chicken because chicken does taste nice, but turkey, like, it has, how can I explain it? It has like that slightly stronger bird taste. Like chicken, it's like I can tell this is chicken. It tastes like chicken, but chicken, when it's just meat itself, like a chicken nugget, is very bland. It's just like it tastes bland. When it's in like chicken soup or something, it's got like all the water and the herbs to enhance the chicken flavour, and you know something to go with the chicken flavour. But on its own, it's kind of bland. Whereas turkey, it's like the same taste, but it has that extra kick. Like it's like, here it's a bird taste, but wow, there's an extra bit of bird taste. So it tastes a little bit better than chicken on its own. Like turkey, if you compare turkey to chicken, just pure chicken or pure turkey, I prefer pure turkey. But then if you're like, well, what if you had like breadcrumbs on the chicken, or what if you had the chicken like in a chicken noodle soup like at the Chinese restaurants? It's like, well, damn, chicken kicks turkey's ass. So it's a hard decision. What would do you guys prefer, chicken or turkey? By the way, oh, the speedometer has started working again at 450 million. So yeah, what do you guys prefer? Also, this has taken 11 minutes. I hope you're enjoying this podcast, because this is what it is. It's now a podcast. We've rated the game. We're talking about chicken and turkey here. 11 minutes in, I predict that we might be going for another 10 minutes, but that's okay, because it's just a blank screen. Don't worry, guys. Go off and play Rogue Legacy. Go off and play everything else. But I hope you join me for a moment, because we have just clocked 1 billion. I hope you are watching the speedometer tick over to literally 1 billion. No, 1 million, 100 million, sorry. We're now at 100 million. So, yeah, just sit back, relax, play Rogue Legacy, play Spelunky, play The Binding of Isaac. Maybe you're not an indie game person. Go on your PlayStation 3, play Titanfall, play, well, no, sorry, that's on Xbox, but play Titanfall, play Yoshi's New Island, play a mainstream game, or if you're not into either of those, like Drager, just sit around and draw, just chill out, listen to this podcast. We're going to continue to eat lunch, we're going to continue to have beautiful conversations about chicken and turkey and everything else. It's like, what's your favourite vegetable as well? I've got an assortment on the plate here of peas, potatoes, carrots, and cauliflower. I don't particularly like cauliflower. I don't know why I made the cauliflower in the end. So it's like, sometimes it makes dinner complete, sometimes it doesn't. But I think I'm not partial to the cauliflower. I'd have to say my favourite is either the potatoes or the peas, because the peas have like that sweet taste to them. But it's 600 million, so 700 million. I hope you're going to just tune in for a minute. Oh! The sound has stopped. The sound has broken. So I hope you're going to tune in now, because we're at 900 million. We are literally about to cross the billion threshold. There you go, there is 1 billion. We have now got no sound whatsoever. We now got the just the rev of the... Hold on a minute, it's coming back in. We've got the rev of the engine, so it's just like there's no like warp speed anymore. It's just literally the hum of the engine, boys. It sounds like the truck is standing still, like it isn't the revving of the engine where you're accelerating like it's just like so yeah, we have now got possibly no motion. He's gone so fast that appears he's now stopped. That's how fast he's going. To our eyes, it looks like he's stopped, but he's going a billion miles an hour. Literally 300 billion miles an hour. So that's the thing. But yeah, in terms of vegetables, I think peas are the nicest. Not the mushy peas. I don't like mushy peas. Because like when it's a whole pea, it's got that sweet taste. It's like, ooh. it's a nice sweet taste. All the flavour has been locked into the pea, whereas when you mush it, all of that flavour like gets pressed out of the pea. It doesn't taste that good. We've now crossed 10 billion. Takes a drink. But yeah, so the peas are probably the nicest, although I do like potatoes. They do have like that filling taste. That's why a lot of people eat jacket potatoes, because it's like it has a soft, mushy texture, but at the same time you can put anything on a potato, and while a potato by itself is bland, anything goes with a potato. That's why, like, in England there is literally a restaurant for jacket potatoes called Spud You Like, where it's like, there's a jacket potato, what do you want in your jacket potato? You want cheese and beans? Here's cheese and beans. You want a tuna mayonnaise with sweet corn? There's tuna mayonnaise with sweet corn. You want chili con carne? There is chili con carne. You want coleslaw? There's coleslaw. Like, literally anything goes with a potato. You want gravy? There's gravy with your potato. Literally anything goes with a potato. That's why the potatoes are probably like the best vegetable, in my opinion, because on their own they're nothing special, but you can put them with anything. You can put them with cheese and beans, you can put them with tuna sweet corn, you can put them with coleslaw, you can put them with chili con carne, you can put them with gravy. You can literally put anything in a potato, and we're about to cross 100 billion. We have reached 100 billion. 100 billion. So yeah, no, when I said you can go 100 billion miles an hour, I wasn't exaggerating, apparently. Which is great. We're also at 16 minutes, so yeah, I think potatoes are the best vegetable, because they go with anything. So, yeah. Spud You Like, if you're listening to this, if you'd like to send me the pay packet now, I'd greatly appreciate that. As I've said, Spud You Like is really good, and I do go to Spud You Like a lot, although I've not been in Manchester in a long time, because I always go to the Spud You Like in the Arndale Centre in Manchester when we go to have something to eat. It's like, hey, we're in the Arndale, what do you want to eat? Well, it's like, you got a choice of KFC, which is literally just grease in a bucket, and I'm going to go there. You have a choice of Pizza Hut, that's quite nice, but the queue for Pizza Hut's always a million miles long, and I'm not prepared to wait half an hour. You've got McDonald's, which is average, and you know, sometimes you'll go to McDonald's where it's like, don't particularly want a heart attack on a bun. Although I only ever get chicken nuggets from McDonald's or McFlurry's. I've never, like, I used to eat the burgers, but I kind of like I don't know if they changed the recipe or something, but now to me, the McDonald's burgers just taste like shit, and it's like, yeah. I haven't eaten a McDonald's burger, I think, in like 3 years. If I ever go there, like, if my friends want to go to McDonald's and I ever go there, I only ever get like the chicken nuggets, or if I don't even want the chicken nuggets, I'll just get a McFlurry. So, yeah, no, maybe in these past 3 years they've changed the recipe back, but to me the burgers at McDonald's just taste like shit, and I never eat them again. But yeah, so it's like, McDonald's is average in the Arndale Centre. Then you got a Chinese place, which is quite nice. We're also over 200 billion. 200 billion! But yeah, the Chinese is quite nice, but again, it's like Pizza Hut. Like, everybody's like, oh, it's really nice, so we're all going to go there, so you'd have to wait half an hour. But then in the corner you got Spud You Like, and it's just like, it's a little jacket potato stall, restaurant, vending type establishment, like, cause you just get your jacket potato and then take it away to one of the seats in the Arndale Centre's, you know, canteen-like area. Basically, imagine it like a school canteen. You go up to the thing with a tray, you ask for what you want, and then you take the tray to a table. But yeah, Spud You Like is just this little tiny jacket potato establishment off in the corner. What's after 100 billion? A million billion? I think so. We're about to hit 1 million billion. I just like point that out. So yeah, there we go. 1 million billion. No, 100 billion. It'll be 1,000 billion next. Never mind. We're now at 1,000 billion. So there we go. 1,000 billion. And now I'll get back onto my Spud You Like. So yeah, Spud You Like's just this little place in the corner, and everybody likes it, but from how fast it is, because the jacket potatoes are already done, and they're just kept at like a warmish temperature to keep them nice and soft and keep the skin nice and soft. Like, I don't usually eat jacket potato skins, but I can eat the Spudulite jacket potato skins because they're never like really hard. So it's like, go over it, it's like, oh, what do you want? I'll have, you know, just cheese and beans, and it's like, alright, cut the jacket potato open, pour the cheese and beans in, there's £5, because, you know, you get a meal deal. It's not just £5 for a potato, no, that'd be crazy, but it's like, you know, you get the potato, you get a large drink, and you get dessert, which is like a donut or a muffin, or some kind of pastry-based product, so it's like, always getting a meal deal. Well, sometimes, it depends what you feel, but, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, what do you want? I want the jacket, I want the cheese and beans meal deal, so it's like, get the cheese and beans, it's like, there you go, and what drink? Coke, and there you go, and what thing? I just have the pink donut, or I have the donut with the pink frosting and rainbow sprinkles, because they're obviously the nice ones, and it's like, that's £5, it's like, there you go. So when they do that for every person, and they've got like 3 people there, they've got 1 person continuously on the till, and then 2 people like continuously making your orders, the queue goes down really fast. So Spudulite, it's never usually has that much of a queue, because they always get through the queue quite fast, and the jackets are always nice, so I always prefer the Spudulite when I go to Arndale. So yeah, Spudulite, if you want to send me the paycheck, that'd be great. We're about to go over 3,000 billion people. Eventually there's got to be, I don't know how numbers work, I need to ask an actual mathematician that's been to university, or a programmer, or somebody that knows what they're actually talking about when it comes to coding. But obviously, like, all the stuff we're doing now is ones and zeros. Also, our coordinates are broke. We're no longer in X, Y, and Z of numbers. We are literally now at 0, 0, 0, and in a black void. So we have now crossed the threshold into the negative zone, which is great. We're now at 7,000 billion. We're about to go to 10,000 billion in a minute, which is, wait there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 billion. Great stuff. But yeah, eventually, because all this is ones and zeros, and it's like Pac-Man was a very basic game, and you couldn't go over like 9999, because that's also, you couldn't go over, you couldn't reach a million. It was like 900,999 was the most you could get in the very first Pac-Mans for the Atari, because that's, you know, it's a very basic cartridge, and that's all the Atari could really handle. Like, it couldn't handle big numbers because there wasn't enough space to put that many ones and zeros into like that little cartridge. So eventually there must be a permutation where the ones and zeros stop, like the ones and zeros just can't work anymore. Obviously the noise, the ones and zeros for the noise doesn't work, because the noise has now, let me just double check, the noise has now completely cut out. There is no noise whatsoever, it's completely cut out. We are broken the coordinates, so the ones and zeros for the coordinates have cut out. The ones and zeros for the picture have cut out, because it is literally just a black screen right now. So eventually the ones and zeros have got to stop ticking up for the speedometer, haven't they? Haven't they? I mean, like, when would it end? I don't know. Mathematicians, please put that in the comments. Place your bets. So, I wasn't even paying attention. We might be at 100. We might be at 100,000 billion, or we might be at 16,000 billion. The numbers are honestly going too fast that I can't see at this point. The thing is out the... Both things are way out of the box. If you look at the 160... Oh, also apparently we're doing 0 miles per hour. So, we're reversing at 28,000 billion miles per hour, but doing 0. So the ones and zeros in the programming for the actual speedometer have now stopped. So, yeah, what is, when is the limit? When is the cap? I don't know, but I'm hell-bent on finding out. We've come to 55,000 billion. We can't go back now, can we? especially at 55,000 billion. It's like, oh hey, so what's the cap? I don't know. I got to 82,000 billion and give up. You're like, oh, you went that far. Why didn't you go all the way? That's a good point. So yeah, we're going to be the first ever people on YouTube to see what this goes up to. Maybe I might time wipe it. I don't know. Maybe you're enjoying this podcast, enjoying the debates on whether chicken or turkey is better, and the debates of your favourite vegetables. Or maybe you're like, just put some music on, just speed it up. I don't know. But I'm just gonna treat this like a podcast to myself. Like, you know, I wish I had someone to podcast with, but that's hindsight's 2020. I didn't actually think we'd get to 300,000 billion. I can't believe 300,000 billion. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't think we'd go to 300,000 billion at this point. I was like, oh, it'll stop at like 100 billion, or it'll stop sometime like before 100,000 billion. Like, it'll probably cap out at 99999. But yeah, it clearly didn't. I can now see that the final digit, I don't know if you can see that because it's in the black, but I've got like the brightness on my screen turned up, but I can see that the final digit is touching the edge of the screen, and we're now about to go to a million billion, literally 1 million billion, because you can't get like 1,000 billion. So now we are at a million billion, and the final number is now touching the very edge of my screen. In fact, it's half off the edge of the screen. It could literally go off the edge of the screen if this goes over 900 million billion. No, even if it gets to 10 million billion, it'll go off the edge of the screen. So, yeah. We're a million billion. 1 million billion miles per hour. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous but hilarious at the same time. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long I could keep talking. I could give you interesting debates about chicken or turkey. I could put music on. I could star wipe it to speed it up. I just don't know. I mean, eventually I'll run out of recording space and I'll just have to print screen how high it went in the end. Or literally just say it went this high. Like, give you a print screen, but the numbers would be off the screen, so it will be like, oh, I'm counting, but because like right now I'm counting and we're at 70 million billion. Oh, sorry, 7 million billion. So yeah, we're at 7 million billion. We're about to go to 10 million billion, but you wouldn't be able to see that because you haven't been counting. So you could just say it's any amount of numbers. And we are now at 10 million billion, and the last digit has indeed left the screen. It is now pretty much off the edge. It's got like 1-2 pixels on the right hand side of the screen. So yeah, there's the thing right there. More potato for me. And 28 minutes. 28 minutes. Oh, wow. I wonder if, that's a good point, I wonder if the Angry Video Game Nerd did actually see how high it went. Like, it's just like, hey Mike, just hold this key down for like half an hour, listen to some music. I mean, I'm tempted to put some music on. I've got a lot of music on the laptop here. No, I haven't really. I've got YouTube though, so you could like we could listen to like Northern Lion while this is going on. Because honestly, what can we do? You know what? I could be a badass though. I could also be like, put the password in. I could also be a badass and be like, hey look, wait there. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm such an experienced gamer. I can play 2 games at once. I can play Big Rigs with my left hand and Minecraft with my right hand. Well, it's quite hard to build. Actually, you know what? Let's go into a world in Minecraft and let's build a house in Minecraft. I can't record it, but I'm gonna see how long it takes me to build a standard house in Minecraft with just one hand, so I won't be able to access all the keys. So single player, Is this still in create? No, it's in survival mode. Let's go into a creative mode world, and let's turn the camera, and we'll just fly over here. Nope, fly. Oh wow, this is actually really hard with one hand. Fly upwards and acrosswards. But then again, I should be eating lunch, shouldn't I? Numbers are still going up. I'm not even paying attention to the numbers at this point. Too much gravy on this, I think. I think I made too much gravy. Alright. So, get to this piece of land. And, damn, I can't control. Right, I'm gonna aim to drop here. Right, I've dropped onto the land. I'm selecting the wood. The birch wood planks, because that's the one that's closest to hand. And we're still going upwards, which is ridiculous. Yeah, please, I'll have a piece of that. Yeah. So apparently someone who's been to the store and they bought a delicious jam Swiss roll, or it looks like a delicious jam Swiss roll. This is obviously going to be the longest video on YouTube, so I will be getting a piece of delicious jam Swiss roll momentarily. I mean, or you know, it could be another hour before I get it yet. I might have to ask them to bring it up if they come back up, because I don't want to do this again. And you know what? I think I'm going to go to 40 minutes, and then I'm just going to... I don't know. I mean, we're at an unknown number right now. It just keeps ticking upwards. So I think that this goes on forever. I think we could be here for like 2 hours, and it's just going to keep looping back over and over and over, because it just like flickered there when we got to 100 million billion. So yeah, that's the thing. It's probably going to keep looping, because I mean, when you get to 100 million billion, it seems like the ones and zeros are going to eventually going to just eventually just going to break. No, it's fine. So we're at 200 million billion. I've just been given the delicious looking Swiss roll, jam Swiss roll. What's your favourite kind of jam? That was good. Fresh, like really fresh. Also, I should actually reply to Betsy, because it's like, did you speak to somebody about the logo that he wants making? I won't quite say that what he wants to make just yet, just in case it's like, I don't want this revealed across the face of the internet as you get to 500 million billion. So what's after 500 million billion? 1,000 million billion. So we're going upwards. I want to get to at least 1,000 million billion, and then it'll be like, so what did you do? Let's talk to him. Yo, mate.
Yo, man, did you get my text?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did text, and he just said, like, that's fine, you can email him. Although, I'm not going to give you his email for like 2 weeks, so he's on a holiday. And he said, just give it, like, after I'm back from holiday, that way I can reply instantaneously. Yeah, he like said, I'm in the airport and this will be the last message she's sending.
Alright. He said you can do that, yeah?
Yeah, he said it's fine, but like, just to make him not look bad, because you know, if you emailed him and then you were waiting for 2 weeks, you might be like, this guy doesn't email you. But he's on vacation, so I'll just give it you in 2 weeks.
Did you say anything like money-wise or anything?
Not really, because you don't know what you want exactly.
Alright, okay.
So you'd have
so
to...
So I email him in 2 weeks for my requirements, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm still in my I'll give you a ring later on.
Alright, nice, mate. See you in a bit. Alright, there we go. That was Speak of the Devil. I was going to reply to him, but he actually phoned. So, Speak of the Devil, as we reach 800,000. We reach 800,000 million billion. There we go, we're now at 1,000 million billion. 1,000 million billion. Oh dear, 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 dear. 1,000 million billion. I'm probably going to stop it after we hit 40 minutes. Or, you know, like, if the recording says you're out of recording space, I'll just stop it then. I might as well put my headset back on at this point, because there's actually no sound, so I don't have to worry about the woo sound going on forever. But, yeah, so I'm probably going to just, like, let the C drive fill up, and when it's like, oh, you run out of recording space, I'll just print screen the final number, because as I say, I could be here for another 2 hours yet, we don't know. I wonder if the time limit actually clocks out when you reach like 60 minutes. Like when you reach an hour it just stops as well. That might be interesting. I don't know what PTN is, but apparently it's 2:26:52. Actually, what time is it on time of recording? What the fuck? It is 2:30. It's 2:30. Is that actually like real time? Or is that just a coincidence? I mean, it's a minute out, but I guess it's just a coincidence and it just like froze. Because in PNT to me stands for points. Oh no, you know what it is? It's red. It stands for penalties. We've got 2 minutes 26 worth of penalties. You know what? I don't think penalties particularly matter when you're going 1,600 and 1,800 million billion miles an hour. I don't think it matters when you're literally going faster than. What's the speed of light? I know the speed of light is 5 times around the Earth in 1 second, but I want to see if 2,000 million billion is faster than the speed of light. So let's go to Google and we'll just check this. What is the speed of light? The speed of light, or no, let's do the speed of sound first, because the speed of sound, what is the speed of sound? The speed of sound is 340.29 miles per second. Alright, convert that into hours. Because I want to... Because obviously that's per second, so how many would that make if you're going per hour? Okay, so per hour, that is, according to this calculator, 340 miles per second in 1 hour is 1,752,000. Well, we've well crossed the fucking the 100 billion. We're now in a million billion. So we have broken the sound barrier 1,000 times over. What is the speed of light? Wait, did that say what is the speed of dark? Is that like dark matter? It did. What is the speed of dark? I've got to see. Darkness has no speed. Darkness is all around us. It even occupies the small spaces as photons. Light and dark can actually occupy the same space. This is Science Time with Sparrow now. Light and dark can actually occupy the same space immediately close to the proximity, yet would not be aware of it unless the photons reflected off something else. Darkness exists in all space of all time. It only appears to be missing when the photon's trajectory is being altered due to matter that interferes with its path. In between the vertical particles called photons is still darkness. It is like looking directly at the sun and hoping to see a distant star. Okay. Interesting. So apparently darkness can travel at an infinite speed because it's already across all of time and space and doesn't have to move. I guess that's like what a dark matter drive is. Like, you can go faster than the speed of light because a dark matter drive basically harnesses like dark matter, which is darkness. And because darkness has no speed, it can travel at infinite speed, according to this this very scientific website which I stumbled upon then. So we might actually reach the speed of darkness. We might actually reach infinity, because I don't know what comes after 100,000 billion. We're at now 500,000 million billion, by the way. What comes after 500,000 million billion? A million million billion? No, it can't be a million million billion. It'd be a billion billion, and when you get to a billion billion... No, wait. Yeah, a million million, so it'd be like 10,000 million billion. Because it goes 1,000 million billion, but then it'll be like 1 million billion, 2 million billion. So yeah, we're going to go to like a million billion in a minute, which I believe is bigger than 1,000 million billion. I think. If not, like yeah, let me just work this out. A million billion, 1 million billion, 2 million billion, 3 million billion, 1,000 million billion, 10,000 million billion, 100,000 million billion, which is what we're at. We're at 300,000 million billion. After 300,000 million billion, so 100,000 million billion, and then it'd go back to a million million. No, so it'd have to go up to a billion billion, but because we're already crossed a billion, it'd go to a zillion. And that's like the highest number I know of, is a zillion. I think there is quadrillion, which is after a zillion. But we are literally about to go 1 zillion miles an hour when that ticks over to the 1. If my math is correct, which there's very few times where you're going to be like, what is after 100,000 million billion? You know, it's a zillion. There we go, we are now at a zillion miles per hour. But when it's like, oh, we're still going, what is after a zillion miles per hour? What is after a zillion? Then we don't know. Well, let's ask Google before we check the speed of light. What is... Come on, it's hard to type with one hand. What is after 1... Oh, sorry, it's a trillion. We're going 1 trillion miles an hour. So it goes 1 trillion, and then after 1 trillion is a zillion, correct? What is after 1 zillion? What is after a zillion? Yahoo Answers. Numbers system. 1,000 million billion... Oh, shit. Wait, is that real? Can I just, can I confirm that on another site? I've found the numbering system. Like, what comes after... Okay, here is this is now on the Oxford English University of Numbers. Zillion is not a number. It goes thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. So after 1 trillion, which we are now going at, we'll go up to quadrillion. Quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nontillion, dectillion, undextillion, duodextillion. There is no number after duodextillion. Well, you know what? I'm gonna Google that. Oxford English University. This was posted in 2009. There's got to be one after 12 duodextillion. I can't even pronounce that. Duodextillion? Because it's got no X. Duodecillion. So this is now Science Podcast. A cardinal number, which is a 1 followed by 39... Oh no, sorry. A cardinal number represented by the number, the duodec, which is Greek for 12, with illion on the end. In Great Britain, it is a 1 followed by 72 zeros. So duodectillion is a 1 followed by 72 zeros, which this game cannot even handle. Also, we have now just hit 100 trillion, which is fucking hilarious. So, yeah, a 1 with 72 zeros. So, you know, we're at 1 trillion, so in a minute we're gonna be like 1,000 trillion, 10,000 trillion, till we get to 1,000,000 billion trillion. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I think 1 trillion is, I mean, part of me wants to go on. It's been 45 minutes. I'm gonna end it in a minute, but let me just put my reasoning out here. Part of me wants to go past 1 trillion. Part of me is like, I've gone to 1 trillion, and if someone says to you, what is the biggest number, what does the speedometer go to in big rigs, I would say, I don't know, I got to 1 trillion English decimal, and then it stopped, because like the American decimal, it said, just let me go back, it's like, the US dudectillion is 1 followed by 39 zeros, which is obviously a stupid way. So it's like 1 followed by 39 zeros in US, which is fucking wrong, and in Great Britain, 1 followed by 72 zeros, which is correct. So, like, I got to 1 trillion English, what does it say? Plural, is a cardinal number. I got to 1 trillion English cardinal, not US cardinal. So I got to 1 trillion English cardinal, and it was still fucking ticking over. Well, actually, no, because we made it to a fucking 100 if you look. So I got to 200 trillion English cardinal, and it was still going up. So it could potentially be infinite. But the other side of me is like, you want to know if it goes to infinite. So there's part of me that does, there's part of me that doesn't. So I'm going to look at the speed of light, and if we've passed the speed of light, then I'm fine with that. We have literally passed the speed of light. Well, I don't know yet. What is the speed of light? The speed of light is the speed of light in vacuum. Blah, 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 blah. I want it. How fast is the speed of light? Light travels at a consistent finite speed of a very big number, which I need to work out right now. So that is thousands, that is a billion, that is the speed which travels. To be exact, that is 300 billion miles a second, from what I can see. So 300 billion miles per second, which we're easily, well no, that's per second. So now I want to convert this into 300 billion miles per second in 1 hour. Okay, so that's 60 minutes, so that's timesing it up, and that comes out at hold on. Let's work it from the back. 100,000 million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 100 million billion. No, sorry, 100 billion, 1,000 billion, 10,000 billion, 100,000 billion, million billion, 1,000 million billion, 10,000 million billion, 100,000 million billion. That equals a trillion. 10,000 trillion. If we've done it, actually, I've just flicked back. We are now doing 140 trillion miles an hour. Because we already passed that. We are now faster than the speed of light. I am completely happy with going faster than the speed of light. I am now traveling via interdimensional travel past the speed of light. I am more than happy to be saying, I don't know. So if someone says, what's the thing that you can get in, what's the highest number you can get in big rigs over the road racing? I'll be like, I don't know, I was going faster than the speed of light and it was still ticking up at 420 trillion. Yeah, 420 trillion. I can't go any higher than 420 trillion English cardinal, which is fucking ridiculous. Wow. Okay, so you know what? I mean, it's at 800 trillion. I'm going to get to 1,000 trillion just for shits and giggles, and then we'll I'll tell you what. We'll do 1 hour. Okay, we're at 100,000 trillion. We'll go for 1 hour. Seems we're 10 minutes away from that, and then you winner! I did it! Well then, there you go. 1,000 trillion miles an hour. It was a little bit over that, but 1,000 trillion miles an hour is fast it goes. we won the reversing game. We won the reversing game. So apparently you can win if you just reverse for an hour. If you reverse for an hour, you win. You would. Alright. Okay. That 10 out of 10. That's it. That's the best game ever made. The best. You can't. I can't describe. There's no words. I'm just going to run around this race to finish off this video, but words. Why does the game look like it's running a whole lot smoother now that I've won the fucking reverse? It doesn't look like it's jittering as much. What the fuck is going on? Also, so to fix the jittery bug, it's still slightly jittery, but not as bad. So to fix the jittery bug, you just have to fucking win the reverse game. So, what did you do today? Well, I broke the speed. I was traveling faster than the speed of light, and then when I reached 100 trillion miles an hour, God appeared to me in a blinding black light and handed me a giant trophy and said, "You're a winner." Oh my god. Alright then. Alright, well. we've got like half the checkpoints. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try and fucking end it the right way. I'm gonna try and end it properly when we get near the end. But my commentary is gone. Like, it was fine when we were ticking up, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll just record for an hour and then we'll stop. But the fact that there is an end, the fact that actually happens when you reach the fucking end, when you reach 100 trillion, the fact that fucking happens makes it so fucking good. I can't believe that. Like, is that? Part of me thinks it's intentional. Like, I don't know. Obviously, the programming is a mess, but I don't know what the hell, how that could just be a glitch. I don't know how the fuck the ones and zeros would be like, yeah, you're going that fast, here's the win screen, here's the screen that says that you won the fucking game. That had to be intentional. The reversing to infinity had to be intentional. It must have been, in order for them to put that fucking windscreen at when you reach a certain speed. I don't even care that the truck is fucking it. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. That's it, we're done. The best game. 10 out of 10. You can win by fucking reversing. You can win. You can win by reversing! Oh my gosh. My god. Well, let's wrap it up. So, thank you all for watching this Let's Play of Big Rigs Over the Road Racing Legend of the Ghost Truck. I hope you all enjoyed the series. I hope you all enjoyed that fucking ending. If you enjoyed that ending, if you enjoyed what just happened when we reached 100 trillion, leave a like. Leave a like for what just happened. Like, I'm not even gonna say it. If you just like flick to the end and you can hear me in a laughing fit, you need to go back and watch. But leave a like for what just fucking happened. And if you enjoyed this series and want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I will see you all in the next Let's Play. And as always, just like the end screen, you're a winner. You're all winner. You're all winner. Thank you so much. I will see you in the fucking next one. I can't believe the ending.